this thing. Ugh, this is annoying. Thank you for your patience, everybody. I love you. Default. Is this working? Now this is wait. What? Oh, you can hear me now. Okay, great. Yay! Oh my god, that took forever. Okay, so we're good now, right? Thumbs up, everybody. Boom. Awesome. Hi, you guys. My name is Dean, and welcome to this little thingamajig that I'm. Can they be speak so we can hear them? Yes, they will unmute themselves, Shape, um, and as soon as they're talking in their part. Okay, cool. So basically, just wanted to invite these two amazing people on here. They are nurses here in Los Angeles area, and basically what I wanted to do is bring on people that have worked with COVID and also are in the front lines. There's no media. There's nothing in between us and the information, right? So literally bringing you the information straight from the mouths of the frontline workers. Um, and I wanted to do this one because we're starting to open up some things, and we're starting to opening up a lot of bars and gyms and closing them and then opening them again. And I I, I want you as the viewer here to be well informed and so that you can make a very just your own opinion and uh, your own decision on what to do during these times. I mean, I still see cases rising. I see a lot of, and deaths aren't that bad, but there's still people dying out there. And I see people without masks on, and I see posts saying it's a hoax and all these other things. So it's kind of really odd to me that that's happening, and that not that just that's happening is that how quickly we went from oh my god the whole world shut down to oh, it's okay now. It's not okay. Things are still going on. The virus is still happening. There's no vaccine. Nothing's going on. Nothing's changed. Nothing's changed except we have better testing. I think that's probably the best thing. Now we can really find out a lot faster. There's still no cure. There's no vaccine. So, yeah. And basically, I just wanted to say thank you so much, everybody, for coming on. I hope that we all learned something from this. I want to start it off by introducing the two people that you see on the screen. Um, right here next to me is Jay Oligario. He is um, in the ICU in Kaiser Permanente in Anaheim. He gets the worst cases, right, Jay? Is that true? You get like the worst cases. Not that's funny, but you get like you get like
Yeah, I laugh on the outside, but I cry on the inside. Yes, I do see the worst cases, and I've been seeing the worst cases since March 20th, when they turned my unit into a designated COVID inpatient unit.
yeah.
So, yeah, I'm right in the thick of all of it.
Yeah.
See it all.
That's crazy. Did everyone hear Jay okay? Give me a thumbs up if you did. Um, awesome. Thank you so much for coming on, Jay. And then I also have Janice here, who is at CHLA, and she's also had her time um, at LA County as well. So she's very well versed in all things medical. She's basically my personal nurse now because I'm like, Ate, I have a weird cough. What does this mean? And then she just goes, go to the damn doctor. So, Janice, tell us what you do, where you're from, what are you doing at work right now?
I work at CHLA. I also work at LA County USC, and I work in the operating room in the surgical unit. And right now I'm in Nebraska. Sorry, guys, I'm not in LA.
Good old Nebraska.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, with that being said, I wanted to start this off by bringing Jay back on, and Jay. Can you explain to us how, or I guess how COVID works, or is that even the right term? Like, how does it work? How do we get infected? What does it do to our body, and why does it have such a high kill rate?
For sure. So here's the deal with coronavirus. So coronavirus is this new virus strain that's been out since December, but it wasn't until March that we started shutting it down. Um, it's why it's so important is because our body has never been in contact with this virus, so it doesn't know how to fight it. As opposed to the common cold and common flu, which you can take antivirals, but there's no actual treatment right set in stone right now for the coronavirus. Um, signs and symptoms, if you are experiencing it, fevers, we always ask for fevers, worsening cough, or chills, or shortness of breath. A lot of the other ones that you'll also notice if you have an onset of the coronavirus, you'll see loss of taste, loss of smell, sometimes sore throat, diarrhea is one as well, body aches, typical cold or flu symptoms. But so once you start developing any cold or flu symptoms, but worsening cough and shortness of breath, definitely go see your doctor. Yeah. So in regards to that, that's what.
So there's really no like, oh, I have corona or I have flu. Like, there's really no way of knowing with just those symptoms, right? Because they're so similar.
They're so similar, yes. Especially flu season's coming up around the corner, so it is going to be hard to distinguish what's going on between them. But definitely, you should get yourself checked in case you do start experiencing those symptoms.
Awesome. So once you do feel those things, what does it do to our bodies?
So basically, when you experience those symptoms, actually, from onset, from exposure, you won't show signs or symptoms from 2 to 14 days. So you never really know when you were exposed to it. Typically, we see in the hospital, it's around maybe 4 to 6 days that you start experiencing worsening symptoms from exposure. So, what was I? I'm sorry.
All good. And then hold on 1 second, Jay. We'll have a Q&A after Jay's portion, and then so save your questions for then. Keep going, Jay.
Yeah. So basically, so after you get exposure, you start experiencing the fevers, the shortness of breath, and the worsening cough. Definitely come to the hospital to get yourself checked. There are a couple different ways to get checked from with the coronavirus. Typically, you'll go and talk to your doctor, and they'll send you to a drive-up clinic. I believe there are some free ones in Los Angeles County and in Orange County throughout California. They'll do a nasal swab that basically goes all the way back of your nose. Those typically come, the results, it varies. It depends on which test they're doing, but there is a rapid test that you get the results within 24 hours. There are blood tests that are sent out that you get within 4 to 5 days. It just depends on how the doctor wants to test you out there to confirm that you have COVID-19.
Okay.
But typical treatment. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. Keep going.
Oh yeah. But typical treatment, it varies from case to case. Again, we always really focus on fevers, worsening cough, or shortness of breath. And if you are positive, we do recommend quarantining, shelter in place, keep a safe distance from others so you don't expose them as well. Because we have been seeing a lot of cases where families say nephew's girlfriend came to visit, and that was the only exposure. Or we went to the bars when it first opened up.
Alright, I think we're back. Um, yeah, Jay. So can you explain like what the virus is doing inside? Like, what is it? Like, how is it kill? Like, how does it kill?
Well, basically, it really depends person to person, and it's dependent on what we call a viral load. So it depends on how much exposure you've been in contact with the virus. So if you had like a little bit of exposure, not direct, maybe somebody coughed in the area, there was a spore, and you breathed it in. So that virus goes directly into your lungs and it replicates and it replicates and it uses your body as a host, and it will just go throughout your lungs, and that's why it becomes hard to breathe because it's clogging up all your airway down in your bronchioles, down into the alveoli area. Um, think of your lungs as a grape, as a bunch of grapes. And so the stems are the bronchioles, and then at the ends are the little grapes. So what this virus is going into, like, are the small parts of the oxygen exchange area in your lung, and it's just hanging out in there until you can't breathe anymore.
Wow. So it's just preventing us from. It's essentially suffocating. Like, is it just?
Pretty much, yeah. And what's interesting, what we found is I've been having a couple friends, family members, or whole families that have been in contact with me. And when they start feeling symptoms, I'll ask them to go purchase an oxygen saturation monitor. And actually, a family a couple weeks ago, they put it on the mom, and she was awake and alert, but when she put it on her finger, it was 73% oxygen, which usually your typical oxygen is greater than 92% or higher, because you want 100% oxygen going through your body. But she was functioning at 73 and didn't even notice it. So, and that's how some people, especially the elderly, are just dropping the next day because it just comes in the middle of the night when you're sleeping, and kind of takes your oxygen away.
Wow. So
in simple terms,
what is those what is that thing that you talked about that people should get maybe and so that they can check themselves?
Right, yeah. If you start experiencing any kind of symptoms that you believe is COVID related, get yourself an oxygen saturation monitor, or what's called a pulse oximeter, and you can get it. They're still on Amazon. You can get it at Walgreens, CVS, any drugstore really. Just ask the pharmacist there.
Okay, cool. And normal symptom, a normal case, you should be running at 100% oxygen going through, and then anything below that, is there like a range like between
92 or better is your typical oxygen saturation.
Okay.
For a normal, healthy person. Even like right for me, I'm typically around 97 to 100.
Okay, cool. Okay, 97 to 100. All right, cool. Thank you. I mean, I didn't know that's how it killed people. Like, that's just nuts. Like, I don't. I always thought it was like a. I didn't know. I didn't know what I thought it was, and I didn't know that it literally just it takes your breath away. Apparently.
It does. And another part that it really depends on person to person, because some people are going to say, I got the coronavirus and I just was able to be at home in quarantine and I was fine. But then some other people within a day or two die. So uh, it's so across the board that
And there hasn't been like a link between like person A, person B, like, oh, this person was able to stay at home quarantine was fine. Person B died. This was there a link or
we are finding that it depends on your comorbidities. Basically, if you do have a history of hypertension, if you're older than 65, and also if your BMI is greater than 25, or what's called obese or morbidly obese, you are predisposed to worst case scenario in terms of the severity of the of COVID.
got it. Okay, cool. Thank you so much, Jay. Do you have any stories for us from not stories, but just any kind of well, actually, let's relay back to that, and let's have Janice on. And thank you so much, Jay. So I'll relay back some questions later on for both of you guys. Thank you so much, Jay, and everyone else that is watching live. We're gonna go ahead and my brother had COVID-19 and said it felt like a weight on his chest. Sorry to hear. Yeah, sorry about that, Matson. I mean, that's so. I'm glad he's doing better as well. Um, thanks, Jay. Janice. Are you on?
I am. Hi, guys. On?
Hi, Janice.
Hi, Dean. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? How's Nebraska?
Happy 4th, everybody.
Happy 4th of July. That's right. So you have a different take and a different outlook on not outlook, but a different experience with COVID-19. And granted that you work most largely at CHLA now, have they told you one? Can you just tell us like what experiences have you had, or maybe a coworker of yours at CHLA has had with COVID-19 in regards to children? Because right now I see a lot of kids out and about, no mask on, running around free, and the parents have the mask on, and but the kids are kind of just like, it's not the kids know better, it's definitely the parents that need to be enforcing that. But I feel like because it's been said, like Jay said earlier, 65 and older is kind of like super high risk. That there's this, I guess, miscommunication or like, oh, they're kids, they're gonna be fine. Like, can you just tell us a little bit about correlation on that or between kids and COVID? Ah, 1 second. Ah, god damn it. Hi guys, hold on 1 second. Wow. Give me 1 second. We're gonna pause for just a sec. Grab some water, and we'll get right back into it. Hold on 1 second, you guys. Try and get them back on. Hashtag janky stream version. I love you all though. Hold on 1 second, everybody. So it was a. If you guys are looking at the chat as well, like somebody said that their brother had COVID-19. What did you do? If you can just put on there, if you can just type up Matson, what? How did your brother find out? How did he know? And what kind of precautions you guys took? We're coming back real quick, real quick, real quick. Technology. Technology.
I think with this
Hold
like
on
shows up
one second.
Did you have you been hearing me, or has that just been
Oh, it's been gone for a second. Hold on.
okay?
Sorry about that. You're gonna start. You're gonna have to start all over again, Janice.
No way.
Yep. Sorry. You're gonna have to start all
Okay,
over
we're all learning
again.
about this whole new Zoom thing.
I know. I
Not
was like,
very
"What is
technical
this?"
savvy.
I'm not technically savvy. I'm trying to
Yeah.
jankily do this. Hold on. Wait, hold on. Where am I? Oh, this is so annoying. Dion, this way. This way, Dion. Okay.
I love that you're talking to yourself.
It's hard. This is not easy. Okay. Be nice.
Hi guys.
Oh, hold on. If I do that, and then I do this. Hold on.
Whoever Paul is.
What?
Never mind. You'll see.
Shut up. We're making it happen. We're back. Paul, shut the fuck up.
So I don't know where I left. Like what?
You did not. You did. We did not hear anything about it. So from the top, Janice. Ugh. Sorry, guys. I'm like the worst at this shit. New meeting. Now I gotta invite them again. God, this is the worst Zoom meeting ever. I love you guys though. There and J. At least you get to see more of me. Isn't that what? This is what this meeting is really all about. Is to see more of me, right? Like, don't you guys agree? Um, Thank you again for all your patience. I'm not technologically savvy. Paul, you should have been here and done all this for me. Why didn't I think about that? Okay, everyone, look at the chat really quick. Matson has. He was traveling in March on tour with his band and thinks he caught it when he came back in an Uber drive. He lives with parents who are both 50 and high risk, as do I. He's self-isolated. Turn. Doing great. Thanks for sending and giving me an excuse to see if you open. Self isolation is key. Okay, we're trying this again.
Hey.
Hold
Hey,
on.
we're back.
And we're back. Here we go.
I know.
Ooh, we switched. Okay, here we go. Good luck. But this is a new one, so we're okay. Right? Technically?
Yeah.
Isn't that
Yeah.
how that works?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
smart, Yosef. Why is this so hard?
Jesus Maria Joseph.
Okay. What? It's so janky. Leave me alone. Okay,
I love
Janice.
you. Okay.
We're learning here. It's all right.
Yeah, this is true. Everything. We're learning about everything.
Everything.
Okay. Thank you for keeping everyone very entertained, Matson, and I'm glad your brother's okay. Angelica, it is good to see everyone's faces. So, hello to Angelica from Hawaii. She just
Hawaii,
moved
hi.
there. Hawaii. So she just moved there.
Aloha.
Aloha. Okay, we got this. Janice, from the very top, tell us what you have experienced or what knowledge do we need to have about kids and COVID-19.
Okay. So as far as kids go, they are healthier. They're less likely to have what Jay called comorbidities, and that's usually as you get older, you have underlying issues because you've abused your body, and so the kids aren't as affected. They are more likely to be asymptomatic, but that doesn't mean that they do not show any symptoms.
Okay.
So
So they're asymptomatic
as
and they don't show
far
any
as I know,
symptoms?
people are concerned about what age group. So what we were talking, I had mentioned, most of them don't to to show symptoms, but that doesn't mean that they aren't carriers or they can't transmit it. They can still. Some of them have shown symptoms of coughing, malaise, and like fever symptoms, but not as bad as, or at least I haven't experienced anybody having difficulty breathing as far as the kids go. But that doesn't mean that if they don't have it, if they do have an underlying condition that may affect their lungs, there's a good possibility that they may have those symptoms as well.
Got it.
But death for young kids is very, very rare. Now, Jay mentioned viral loads. We do, my background's the operating room and surgery, and we do test every kid that goes into the operating room before they do any procedures. As far as surgery goes, because they do intubate, when you open up that airway, there's a good possibility that you, what we call them aerosolize, and that's breathing the air and possibly catch it from them that way.
Wow. So the kid could not have any symptoms at all, or AKA asymptomatic, right? That's the correct term.
Yeah.
But they can still give it to somebody, i.e., oh my God, I'm gonna go visit my grandmother, and grandma could get that.
If they cough, something tickles, or if they have slight symptoms, they cough, there's a good chance that they could cause that. Well, then becomes a droplet, and then they can, in turn, somebody that's susceptible, breathe that in, and then you are transmitting that virus.
Wow. That's scary. So all these little kids run around without no mask on, and even if it's not like a symptom kind of cough, like if they just cough because they just cough, you know how we just cough sometimes?
We touch, kids are tend to touch their faces, they
Yeah.
go around, they're snotty, it's a good, you never know, and then they touch everything. So hand washing is the most important thing. I can't stress that enough.
How about hand
not
sanitizer?
So much the gloves. That's good too. Make sure it's 60% and over, and that's, I think, the recommended I know that most kids under 2 aren't mandated to wear a mask, or people don't feel, because I think Janice for this was that it could cause um, like they're afraid of suffocation. But for the most part, if you're old enough, your kids are old enough. I don't see how mask wearing can hurt.
Okay. I mean, think about it. Like, it's kind of crazy to think about it, because like, I walk around and I like to go to grab coffee at Larchmont, and I'm definitely being socially distant, and that area is very family friendly, and I see I do see a lot of kids out there, and they're just kind of roaming around free, and I never thought that they would. Not that I never thought, but it's crazy to think that even though they're running around carefree and not feeling anything, that they can potentially affect somebody that is, that has that kid, like they can give it to somebody. That's crazy. And I think that's something that we keep forgetting.
I also don't want people to be so fearful or like go overboard. Yeah. I think you should just practice the basics: mask wearing, hand washing. I think that's what if you can still do something. So I feel like most people don't know what's going on, and that's the truth. Nobody knows fully how this virus is acting, just like Jay had mentioned. But what you can do is just hand wash, wear a face mask, and that's it.
If I see a kid running towards me with no mask on, I'm gonna kick it. I'm just kidding.
That's still called child abuse.
Not if it's self-defense from COVID, okay? Isn't that self-defense?
Go after you?
Isn't that self-defense? Technically. I mean, I think it's technically self-defense at that point. Like, I'm definitely
let's not go overboard.
I'm just kidding. I'm not promoting violence against kids. Let me repeat that for the FBI agents that are watching this. I'm not promoting violence against kids. Okay, do not come after me. But here's another question that I do want you to maybe you have some insight. Women that are with children, like pregnant, what are their worries for them through pregnancy into labor? And Jay, if you know anything about this, please chime in as well.
Like, I haven't dealt with somebody that's COVID positive. That would be more on the adult side, because then they would. I don't know if it's transmittable in in utero. Jay.
Yeah, we haven't seen any cases, at least that I'm aware of, where the baby has been affected by COVID-19 directly. But we have had a handful of pregnant women in our unit that were positive with COVID-19, and they survived. They did all right.
And the babies were fine.
Baby was fine. But it's again case by case. So even if you're pregnant, you should still be practicing the same things that everybody else is doing: wearing the mask, frequent hand hygiene. And I think Janice was about to touch upon it, but there is no point on using gloves. Do not wear gloves.
And then touch yourself with it.
I'm just going to say, you look like an idiot. I'm just sorry. That's what irritates me.
That's why I never mentioned it at all.
Okay, so gloves. Okay, so wait, hold on. We just got an email from the gym, and also, you kick my kid, I'm kicking you. I would never kick Wyatt. But we just got an email from the Gold Gym that I work at that we cannot enter the gym unless we're wearing masks and gloves. So, tell me, explain to the masses why this gloves are so dumb. Please tell me.
Well,
it's not.
Yeah.
Pero.
if it's a private company that asks for it, if it requires them to just follow their recommendation. If that's what makes them feel better, then sure. It makes them feel comfortable, then sure. But if you use a glove, you're still okay. Let's say that you still have coronavirus on said glove. Do they talk about taking it off in the gym, or do you still wear the glove when you leave to go to your car? You still have coronavirus on your glove.
Yeah.
What do you do with these
Doesn't
gloves?
go away.
It doesn't go away. That's why I was like, it's just putting an
It's not a condom, you guys.
I know what you were like. Yeah, it's not a condom. And even if it was a condom, you throw it away.
after. So okay, gloves here. There you go.
Wash your hands.
Wash your
Gel your
hands. Sanitizer. I mean, my hands are so ashy because of all the hand sanitizer I use. That's so funny about the gloves, man. Because I was always thinking about like, well, if you touch the doorknob, the thing's on the glove still, unless they're like re-glove after I touch the door. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, okay, cool. That's interesting. Okay, great. I wanted to also get into a little bit more onto Jay, since you're in the ICU. Like, what at that point? What do your patients look like?
Well, it really depends. Actually, in the last 2 weeks, they seem to be coming in with more severe symptoms, with more shortness of breath. They're on higher demand of oxygen, what we call a high flow nasal cannula, or an actual what's 100% non-rebreather mask. So they come in that way. Some of them are actually being intubated in ER as of recently.
Like they do that.
Yeah, the whole breathing tube down your throat. Yeah, and actually, like March, April, and May, for the majority of the in our unit, we were usually hanging out at about 12 to 13 patients in our 20-bed unit. But now, as of today, as of the last 2 weeks, we've been full. We have 16 patients intubated on a breathing machine. Our overflow is full, and our second unit, where the stable patients, COVID patients, are that's full too. So we felt this last surge in the last 2 weeks, and it's been really tiring.
Is this been and this is due to? Do you think this is due to like phase 1 or?
It's still part of the first wave. We're not in any kind of second wave. This is still part of the beginning. Yeah.
Do you guys hear that? YouTube audience, people, this is still the first wave, man. Like.
Yeah, no, and it will get worse. The thing is that in the last 2 weeks, what's the common denominator in the last 2 weeks? We've had a lot of people, at least in Orange County, people that don't believe in masking, conspiracy theorists, people that believe it's their right. And when it comes down to that, it's not helpful, because we are noticing people are contracting it from one another. At all these parties, we saw people from bars that just reopened. We saw people from the beaches that reopened. So we'll see what's going to be coming, because we saw what's happened in the last 2 weeks as well. We'll see what that population is going to be as well.
Wow, that's both scary and also enlightening. I mean, I guess like the biggest thing, you guys, is to be cautious, take the right precaution, and and wash your hands and stop touching your faces. As I'm like touching my hair and face. It's, I don't know, like.
Well, but don't be scared though, dude. Like you're allowed to touch your face. You're at home. You can
No. I'm just gonna Vogue the whole time.
Exists already.
It's not hanging out on your keyboard. It shouldn't be, because you'd been sick by now.
Yeah.
But still, you can clean the surfaces in your home. But typically, your home should be coronavirus free. You know by now.
Yeah, for sure. And I think I don't know. I think everyone. I mean, the biggest thing that I'm hearing, and I think it's what everyone's been saying, is just take the right precautions for yourselves and just wash your hands and stop making out with everybody. Don't share straws. Like,
So, well, also 6 feet distancing is still
a thing.
Good measure. Shelter in place. Stay at home. You can still enjoy, fireworks from the comforts of your home.
That's the other thing for this weekend, you guys. I know the beaches are closed. Orange County, the beaches are closed too, right?
I think that took effect
today.
Yeah, the governor closed it.
Yeah, so there's going to be a lot of, now that the outdoor activities are kind of limited, there's going to be a lot of probably backyard activities or house activities. Like, so, have a good time, but still practice those hygienic things, because if you're gonna have a party at your place, you're gonna be having, you know what I mean, like you're inviting people into your home at that point, and that means that you don't know who's might have it, and now they're contracting into your house or whatnot. Just be careful and like know your circle, like know your quarantine circle, as I say. And yes, going into this weekend, it's going to be very important for us to really, really, really look at all of this, and be cautious. But
I have a. Oh,
yeah.
Can I ask Jay something? So as far as immunity goes, and I haven't seen this because I don't work closely with that, but there's a lot of question that if a lot of people think they got it back in December, or they probably have antibodies for it. Now, developing immunity, what are your thoughts? Or
is that a thing?
What is that? Is there such a thing as really developing antibodies?
That is a really good question. Because back in March, for instance, my daughter had this weird fever that came out of nowhere. It was like 104, just wouldn't go away, and we were freaking out. And this was early in March, so we didn't really know coronavirus, but it just came out of nowhere. But actually, we took antibody tests, all of us in the family, and we were all negative. There's a lot of people that felt like they had symptoms before coronavirus.
Right.
But so far, everyone that we've tested, it's all came back negative. So
really,
actually, we have tests for antibodies. So if you need any, let me know. We're doing it at our house.
Okay. So, and then I have a question about that, because viruses. This one is a particular strain of SARS. And does this antibody truly prove that you had COVID in the past, or had you had a SARS virus prior? And this is specificity of it.
It is specific to COVID-19.
Okay.
And it has been tested. I can tell you offline, but it has been tested before.
Okay.
That what it tests is the IgG and the IgM, the two different antibodies that you have. One that you've been exposed in the last 3 to 4 days, and your body is actively fighting. And then the other antibody that shows that you've had a history in your body, already has created antibodies for it. That shows like the months of leading up to it. So
here's my question about antibodies. Does that mean, like, what does having antibodies mean? Does that mean that you're kind of like, oh, like I can be a little, I'm cooler now and I'm like fucking Wolverine? Like, what does that mean?
Well, yeah, definitely. You are part of, I guess, the cool group. But because you kind of gone through it, but it through a really sucky way. But um, yeah, there are ways that you can still get reinfected. It won't be as severe. I'm not fully sure, but once you have the antibodies, you're kind of you've gone through the whole deal. And actually, our patients that do survive, or patients that do survive, are highly recommended to get in contact with the American Red Cross to donate plasma, because the antibodies in your plasma can go to other patients that are actively fighting the virus. And it's actually a clinical trial that we're doing in the hospitals these days, that we're giving them that blood transfusion of plasma to give their body a quick
Immunity.
immunity. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So if any of you guys have survivors out there, I mean, ask your friends, ask your family if you know of anybody that's recovered or survived COVID-19. Please have them contact and donate some plasma. And that's actually kind of interesting too, because I don't think that's been widely announced out there. That's I've heard that before, but it hasn't been at the same level of I don't know. I don't know why it's not been like as big of a news. Like, oh hey, if you know what I mean? Like, I would think like
It's because a lot of the treatment that we're doing in the hospital, there's no proven treatment for COVID-19 right now.
yeah,
Because remember back in the early April, hydrochloroquine, or what's called Plaquenil, that was the standard of care to treat the patients. But it stopped because there was no, it didn't show any effect to it. Now they moved to another medication called steroids that we're using. We're also using remdesivir, which is an antiviral, but it's still in its clinical
Trial,
trial.
right?
Yeah.
are you still giving shots of hand sanitizer? Is that
Not
a
like this.
Didn't get it correct. It's Clorox.
oh, Clorox? Sorry. Are you guys? Is that still prescribed? Okay.
It's Randy.
Hey,
Be like Tom
I
Hanks.
can't hear you. She's wearing earbuds.
There you go.
But who is that?
but no,
Hi,
honestly,
Randy.
no, we're not using hand sanitizer or Clorox. Just to be on the record, there is no bleach being used.
Yes, no bleach.
Yeah, that's a different conversation for me.
Awesome. All right, cool. So I think right now what I'd like is to open this up to our viewers here. Yes.
Your shirt match is weird.
Oh.
I just wanted to make sure.
Oh, hey. What I want to do is I want to open this up to our 25 viewers online right now. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and just type it out on the side here into our comment section, and I'll relay that to Jay and Janice. JJ. So if you have any questions, let us know. Don't ask about your cold or what you should do about your. Let's keep it within topic, obviously, and then hopefully they'll be able to answer some of your questions or concerns. Okay, let's go. I have a couple of questions. First, is it possible to be asymptomatic, or is it just considered pre-symptomatic?
No, you can be asymptomatic. You can be absolutely asymptomatic and be positive. And that's the kids.
Asymptomatic means asymptomatic is no symptoms shown, but you are positive with the virus.
Correct.
And what is pre-symptomatic? Is that?
It means she's saying, can you be? You could, I guess, have it later. I don't know if that's really if that's her train of thought.
we don't really use that term of pre-symptomatic, like before symptom onset. I
Mm.
guess that's what
Like
is being
like
meant.
you already have an immunity towards it before you even got it. I don't know. If you
But
wanna,
even so, if you are infected with COVID-19, you will. It's again on the spectrum of showing signs and symptoms. You can have maybe just a cough, a slight cough, and maybe that's all that you have. Um, Actually, I have a family in Las Vegas right now that I can get in touch with, and they never experienced fevers. They didn't have any fevers, but they definitely were having the shortness of breath, the tightness of the chest,
mm,
um, and the coughs, and that's all that they were having. But there was no fever, so
okay,
it's really case by case.
okay. I hope that answered your question, Matson. Next question. Um, shortness of breath still sometimes fatigue, smelling smoke when I smell nothing. Oh, okay, I get you, Luke. Faith. How do the hospitals look now? Crowded or chaotic or not?
How's LA?
As far as the kids go, we are treating it. We are not as, I guess we are worried, but we are. I mean, it feels like we haven't slowed down like in the beginning of things. I mean, I'm not. We are still treating everyone as if we're very cautious,
Yeah,
but we're not
yeah, and I mean,
as
has you
worried
talked
about it
to
as with the adult
Kelly?
side.
Have you talked to Kelly? I feel like hers hasn't slowed down
Um,
either. Yeah, so our third
yeah,
nurse that was supposed to be here, she couldn't join. She wasn't feeling well. I believe the last time I spoke to her, uh,
Kelly's, I think they're ramping up.
who is?
COVID. Just kidding.
Oh, and Kelly's. Yeah, so
Yeah.
the third person that we had on here, nurse, her name's Kelly Musgrove. She works at the ER at USC Medical. She's not feeling well, so she couldn't make it. But last time I spoke to her, she said that it's starting to get busy again, which is, I feel like, the case with you two, Jay. You mentioned earlier that your beds are full, secondary unit is full, um, right?
Yeah, correct. Our home hospital is full. We have a dashboard that looks at all of our health systems, and in Kaiser, and all our Kaisers are getting full right now as well. In Downey was hit really hard. We were actually back in April offloading some of their patients and sending them
Wow.
to Anaheim and Irvine just to help them out because there
Wow.
was a lot of beds in the LA areas.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you. Chauncey. Hey, Chauncey. She asked, what is the best way we can support our nurse friends?
Practice all the safe guidance. Wear a
Yeah.
mask. Wash your hands. Do social distancing. It's for somebody that works in a field, and I know I live with somebody that's immunocompromised, and so it's hard to have to come in to work and have to have to treat. We have to treat the patients regardless of what they have or what they don't have. So when somebody mocks and says it isn't real, it's very insulting to the people that do work on those front lines. Does that make sense?
Yeah, totally. I
So
mean, I can only imagine too, like, like with Randy and also Jay, you have a family that you go home to every single night, and that's a risk that you guys are taking. So thank you so much for that, and you guys are treating everybody as best as you can. So that's how you can support them, guys. Is practice your social distancing, all that fun stuff. Um, shut up. We're almost running out of time. But uh, and also uh, and if you have nurse friends, maybe you can like shoot them a gift card to Starbucks or something. I don't know. That's
Well,
always nice. That's always
but
nice.
you know what? No, I think just supporting your local frontline workers, just in general, by solidarity of
Yeah.
wearing masks.
Yeah.
Well, as nurses, we're not political pawns. I see it all the time that people think that
Use us.
it's all politics, and it's not.
It's not.
No.
That's what's tiring to me. I work 12-hour shifts in a mask, in an N95 mask that's like super tight. And it doesn't cause me to drop oxygenation. It doesn't cause me to go crazy and die.
Hypercapnic. Yeah.
Yeah, please. It's not a thing. So just wear mask.
Yeah. Okay, we have a question from Sarah. What's the chance of infants getting neurological issues if they catch COVID? I mean, I feel
So
like
that
what?
I know that that's in infancy as far as test goes. I have heard. I know that came up in another. I think other studies. I think I read an article about it. Um, I don't know. I mean, as far I haven't had any issues. I haven't heard about anything where kids at work. The whole thing about this disease, inflammatory system syndrome. I know that they're checking on that, but it's still unknown. But I think find that out for you. I ask like the neuro docs that I work with, see if there's any studies with that. Fortunately, most research and a lot of things isn't happening at the moment. Treatment and cure of this, and not fully on the effects yet.
Got it. I mean, it's hard to know.
And basically, it's I'll just say that coronavirus is a respiratory virus. There's no link to any kind of
Neurological.
Have a stroke, yeah.
No, but there's no neurological damage unless you become what's called hypoxic, maybe at extended periods of time where you're not having enough oxygen
Into your brain.
Go to your brain,
Yeah.
which is can cause long-term effects.
Yeah. So, hope that answers your question, Sarah. Smelling the smoke. Okay. What's your take on patients with coronavirus who are smokers? Stop smoking. And it's a respiratory disease, right? So, for me, I would think I used to be a smoker, like heavy smoker, pack a day. I quit. That's done. But I would think because it is a lung thing that it wouldn't be good for you to be smoking and have the coronavirus at the same time.
Yeah, this is not a good time to be a smoker or have any kind of lung predisposition of like.
I mean, can you also imagine like smoking and then as you're exhaling, you're probably creating droplets too, or when you're coughing, that's just exacerbating like everything. So.
Oh, for sure.
So I don't know, Jay, with your like where you're working and what you know. I know that if you're asymptomatic within 72 hours, you're more or less likely to be actually spreading. If you don't have symptoms, there's less likely of you actually spreading unless you start having symptoms. Now, I guess if on the surface, if you cough or you sneeze, what is the amount of time do you know of the virus actually living on surfaces?
Yes, it's all over the place. It depends on the material and the heat, the humidity. It depends on a lot of different factors. But like, I believe cardboard, they say less than 24 hours. But let's say if that cardboard is in the middle of the desert and let's say 5 minutes, you know, so as opposed to a piece of cardboard in the Philippines, you know, it would be a little bit longer because of the humidity factor.
Yeah, so I guess that's what I heard too. Is like depending on the surface, really is a big part of it.
It just depends on the surface.
And
yeah.
there's
so
no
in production surfaces, just clean your surface.
clean your surfaces. Carry a bottle of Lysol around you if you're really that scared. Um, Not even kidding. I have a couple friends of mine that are very much about keeping their house clean. So when they get groceries in or whatever, they have a specific spot where they wipe down everything before they bring it into the house. Um, they're really taking care of themselves. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to move the questions along too. Um, Cheek swab
I
versus
think
sputum. Sputum. Which one's better? More effective.
nasal,
Yeah,
that would be mine, just because it's on the airway. That would be my you concur? Okay.
Okay. Let me get this one question for Jasmine. She's been patient. Her brother is coming back uh, from Peru tomorrow. My stepdad has been at UCLA Medical last week. How long should my brother quarantine before seeing his father, and vice versa?
14 days or
Two
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
At
Definitely
least 2 weeks.
that's the standard.
That's the standard. Get that, Jasmine? Um, yeah, sanitize groceries. And then let's get one more here. Liz, what's your take on dining inside restaurants with possibility having asymptomatic servers, friends, or other restaurants guests? Now, let me tell you this. For me personally, I have dined in inside a restaurant before. I went to get myself some soup, salad, and breadsticks at the OG. Yum yum. Um, it felt to me very safe.
Where's Olive Garden around here?
Glendale, girl, Glendale. So get it together. So for me, it was a weird experience because when you walk in, there, everyone's in masks and all that, and it, they look like, from what I'm seeing from the servers, every time they walk by, they were wiping something. So, and hold on one second. There we go. They're coming back. Sorry, we froze. We froze for a little bit. I'm just gonna go back, but having eaten outside as well, yeah, I'm back. Um, both felt weird, but it felt normal. But I don't know if something that I want to do all the time, or am I ready to go back yet? I don't know. What do you guys think?
And I believe that hospital or restaurants have been putting in place, proper systems in place to make sure that their customers um, are staying safe. But it's still a risk regardless.
Yeah.
You just know. So
Yeah, because you never know, you guys. Like, you don't know the servers. Like, you don't know what their circle looks like, and all that. So I mean, it's your own risk, and the risk is contracting the virus, or I don't know. Um, I think outdoor versus indoor. How about that?
I would. I mean, this is my personal opinion, not a professional one.
Yep.
I would prefer to be outdoors.
Yeah.
I feel like it's not as.
Not as. Oh, 1 second. Thanks. For you. Just let me adore you. I'm coming back. Sorry. Love you guys. I'm gonna invite them one last time. This is the last time we're doing it. We're almost done. Thank you everybody for being so patient this whole entire time. I know it's been cray cray with these damn janky ratchet Zoom meeting by Dean. um, well, um, Let's see. Why is LA doing cheek swab for free testing? Is that cheaper? Dining is challenging. I have a friend who works as a server. I had a patron cough on her today and they told her she had to work or quit. Jeez. Shows inside without masks is the fastest way to spread. I mean, if you walk up to a restaurant, you guys, and you're like, um, this doesn't feel safe, like, bounce. Um, you'll get that food hopefully back someday, and just ask for a straw. I'm a big. I know we shouldn't use straws as much anymore, but I feel like that might be a little bit safer than drinking straight from a cup. Um, when you maybe you can bring your own utensils if it's. I think we're coming back. Sorry, Jay, and we're back. Hold on one second. Thanks, you guys, for being so patient. There's Janice. Is Janice back on too?
Yeah.
Hold on. There we are. We are still on the conversation of indoor or outdoor, but basically what I'm saying, you guys, is be cautious as much as you can. I like a good straw. If you're really, if you really are worried about um, in getting infected while you're eating out, maybe it's not worth it right now. Or bring your own utensils. Um, Takeout is great. We do it a few times a week, exactly, and all that fun stuff. I don't know. Is there any other questions out there that we can answer? Awesome. I want to take this time to also recognize. I think there might be on here or not, but this is a real thing. I mean, Janice. I mean, and especially Jay has dealt with it. Dealt with it almost every single day, and on a personal level, like in my family, I lost my sister to COVID-19 in the Philippines, and the sucky part is with this virus is that you can't even. There's no way of predicting like, oh, you know, and you really can't tell when it's going to happen or how fast it's going to happen. And even worse is like you can't even go to your loved one to say goodbye, really. Um, and I've heard cases of having to the nurses actually say calling the family members for them and skyping them in for the last before their last breath. So it's really scary, and it's it's real, yeah. So I wanted to do this because um, it's always the oh it's not real until it happens to me kind of mentality. So yeah, think about it. Think about the next time that you opt out of something because you know just just be respectful.
And it also and I just want to say sometimes it's really fast. Like
It's
in
fast.
this last 2 weeks ago, I had a friend from college that said that her mom wasn't doing well and they think it's COVID. And they couldn't find an ICU bed because everything is full right now, guys. And then having to scramble, knowing that your mom can't be seen because everything else, and she felt helpless.
Yeah.
And knowing Jay was heading a COVID unit down in Orange County, I sent her to reach out to him because the desperation in her voice was so disheartening. And within less than a week, her mom passed, and now she is tested positive, and so is her dad. And it's very real. And I can't imagine what she must be going through right now.
Yeah.
And so I just want to let you know that this virus is real, and it can go very fast depending on. I mean, you just don't know who it's going to affect.
0 to 60, guys, and that was the hardest part with my sisters one, she's in the Philippines, so two, we were all quarantining, so there was no way of us even going there to say goodbye, and it was just heartbreaking to know, like, like my other sister who was with my sister that passed. Before she passed, she called me like 4 a.m. She's like, "Hey," crying because she was saying like, "This might be the last time she takes a breath, and I want you to say bye before that." And I'm like, "Oh my god, this is crazy!" And it's just, it's real. Be kind, be cognizant, um, and that's why I wanted to do this, because I want us to all be prepared, and yeah, that's basically it. Just so that we're all informed and that we can have less of this. Yeah.
On a positive note, thank you for doing this, Dean.
On a positive note, thank you so much, Jay and Janice, for coming on and sharing your expertise. And what kind of vitamins should we take at this time? This is a great question, actually. Is there things that we can take?
Liz.
she's there. Yeah, that's so funny. She's in the other room.
I know.
Thank you, Lizard Martini.
Lizard Martini for your question.
It's Jay's wife.
Okay, so yes, stuff that it's not mostly talked about, things that you can do to your own body right now just to help maybe decrease signs and symptoms, or just give your body the best fighting chance in case you do get in contact with COVID-19. What we have been seeing, vitamin D. Vitamin D is a good one.
Yeah. Oh, that vitamin D.
Yeah, the vitamin D. Vitamin C.
On pause.
Vitamin D and C.
Not that one.
Okay.
Okay.
Guys, it's quarantine. You should be sheltering in place. You can't get vitamin D.
But only one vitamin D, not a bunch of vitamin D.
Just one.
One.
Okay. Just one.
Viruses.
You guys knew this was gonna come to this, right? Like, you know me. This was gonna come here. But let's get back to it. Definitely vitamin D, vitamin C.
Okay, so vitamin D, vitamin C, zinc, and actually part of the antioxidant bundle that we use on patients in the hospital is thiamine, which is vitamin B6. I know, it's interesting, but like I say
B6.
B6, yeah. But like a B complex is good. Take your vitamins. Just give your body right now a better immune system, so in case you do get in contact with COVID-19, you have a better fighting chance.
I'm gonna put all those vitamins in description after we live stream, so that if you need to look back into it, you can figure that out, and also that pulmonary Back to the Future thing you were talking about earlier, oxidizing oxidizing pulse lightsaber majigger, that thing. I'll put that down there so that you guys can have access to that. But good question on that one. That was a really good one. Thanks, Lizard Martini. But again, thank you so much, Jay and Janice, for putting yourself out there.
I don't know.
And
thank you for this.
You're welcome. I mean, I hope that the audience learned something. I learned a lot of new things, and let's stay safe. Yeah, let's stay safe and cautious. And if you guys have any questions, talk to your physicians, because Jay and Janice don't work for you. But that's it. What the hell is happening? Anyways, thank you so much. Lee's calling me. Um, and this will be saved for those of you that want to come back to it. I will save this for on my YouTube. And if you want to send it to somebody and just kind of help them figure it out. Um, oh crap! I almost forgot. One last thing. Dance studios. I'm a dancer. Wow! Holy crap, you guys. Uh, hold on one second. I'm still. Stop calling me. I'm still on the thing. Whatchamacallit?
Wait,
Dance studios.
you
What do you
are.
guys think? Should we be teaching live?
I would say live streaming.
No, like in person. Like, what do you think about that? There's studios that are open right now and have.
I think you should minimize capacity and that you should do it outside.
Got it.
That would be my suggestion for you.
Even
Personally.
masked.
If you feel that's right, yeah.
Yeah.
So what?
Again, if people feel like they can dance with a mask, then yes, mask plus,
Airflow.
airflow.
Okay.
Constant air exchanges would be great.
I mean, like I've seen pictures out there, you guys, for all my dancers out there. I've seen videos of like obvious studios that are not following guidelines, and it's really scary because they're dancing full out and breathing heavily with a mask on and without mask. And I've seen photos of like groups of like 30 people bundled up together after class, taking pictures together, sweaty. I'm like, that's nuts. Not because I work at Edge, but because I work at Edge, there is I feel like what they're doing there and the capacity level they're operating at has been the safest that I've come across. If you know of other studios that have been taking it as safe as Edge has, please let me know so I can put them on here as well. But Edge has gone above and beyond of making sure capacity and in between classes, everything's been sanitized.
Traffic flow slow.
And traffic slow. So they're probably for me the most that are taking the precautions very seriously. And Liv on the comments here, she works at Edge and she's been working the studio. They wipe down everything before and after class, and there's no crossing of like classes because they stagger the schedule out. So they've been really good about it. So if you want to take a class in person, if you're ready for it, I suggest Edge. Not just because I work for them. This is not a promoting there, but it is so far what I've seen personally, the safest studio and taking the most precaution. With that being said, I love you guys so much. Thank you. I want to do more of these discussions. So if there's another topic that you guys want to tackle in 2 weeks' time, which is, I'm just going to tell you now. In 2 weeks' time, which is the 17th of July, I'm going to do another discussion, and it will be on Black Lives Matter. And I have 3 amazing activists and very knowledgeable people on the subject that are going to come on and hopefully educate us more on that as well, because it's not over. It's not over with that as well. And they still haven't caught Breonna Taylor's or arrested Breonna Taylor's murderers. So that will be our next subject that we're going to tackle. Thank you, Jay. Thank you, Janice. You can follow them on their Instagrams if they're private or not. I love you guys, and I'm gonna find a better way to stream this by our next discussion. I promise. I promise that. I love you all, and peace out. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys. Bye. Take care. Stay safe.
Hey, Jay, before you go.
Yeah, Jay, before you go, hold on.